that there is one way to control the narcissistic people in and around your life, and this one way is to make them optional in your life. Now, the people and the things that you really feel you need, that you can't do without, these people and these things have control over your life. Also, the things that you really feel you want, it drives your decision making. These things also have control over your life. However, people and things that are optional in your life, they have no control over you. It's impossible. Why? Well, because it's just options. The more things in your life that are optional to you, the less stress, the less anxiety, and the less abuse you experience. Imagine this. Your toxic, controlling, narcissistic family members coming at you, saying, you're coming to this event, aren't you? You're going to be there. You're going to make this phone call. You're going to do this. And you're able to stand back and say, it's an option. I'll consider it. Thank you. Or maybe you're being pursued by some aggressive person who's after you, wants to get to know you, wants to take you on dates, this and that. And your response is, that's an option. Thank you. I'll consider that. I'll let you know. Or maybe even it's a job and they're asking you during the interviewing process, you ready to work for the #1 company, awarded employer of the year 5 straight years in a row? Are you ready to join this family, this team? And you're able to sit back and say, it's an option I'm considering. Well, when you do this, suddenly the power dynamic shifts. You're not in a place of needing, nor are you in a place of excessive wanting, which brings you out of control and allows you to get dragged into God knows what. Instead, you're in control because you're living out of a place of it's options. It's optional. Now, I know that this concept of making people in your life optional, it sounds simple, but getting there, especially when you're in a place of trauma because of a toxic relationship, getting to that place is difficult, but that's exactly why I'm here. Let's get into this. My name is Kevin. This is The Royal We. And now before I do continue, I want to let you know that I am available for appointments. Telephone calls and video calls are available for you. So if you're stuck in toxicity and trauma has you in a place of need or want, and you're not able to see the options that are available in your life, I want to help walk you through this. Head on down there, schedule some time with me. Also, I do have a coaching program. My coaching program is live and in person each and every day. So if you are looking for a community to join for this new year and get 2024 on a better path so that you can explore your options, I just had to, right? Perfect moment for that. Consider joining the Royal We coaching program. Now, I think that it's important for us to start with this basic understanding of how narcissistic people operate, because they really have a way of fabricating in your life, manufacturing both want and need in your life. Let's talk about the want, right? Narcissistic people, through their love bombing, through their future faking, they come into your life like a whirlwind, making all kinds of promises, making you all feel all kinds of good that you didn't even know was possible, right? Or whatever, creating this want, which is in turn kind of turns you into this addict. You want that hit. You want that dopamine rush. I want it. I want it. I want it. This is the first way in which they hook you. And this, by the way, is something that we need to be cautious with and we need to be warned about. Even the Bible warns us of this. The Bible does say, watch out for that neighbor who flatters you because they're doing what? Throwing a net under your feet to catch you. If this biblical passage could be written today, I believe what it would say is watch out for the love bombers and the future fakers because they are throwing a net under your what? Your feet to catch you. So narcissistic people fabricate and manufacture want in your life, but then they also manufacture need. So once they get you to want what they have, then the need starts to be manufactured in your life, and they do this by puffing themselves up in the relationship. You'll never have someone as good as me. I'm the best, right? I'm the smartest. I'm the toughest around. I've got more money. I've got more status. right? And as a result, you can start to feel like you need them. You can start to believe this nonsense that you'll never find anybody better. You'll never find anybody like them. For this, I think it's best that we have a mentality kind of like Beyonce. How many of you know Beyonce, the singer? She has this song, "You Must Not Know About Me. I can have another you in a minute. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable." What's the song about? The song is about, hey, you're optional. You're not irreplaceable. You're optional. And so if you're not going to care or love or reciprocate, you're gone, right? There's another way that narcissistically abusive people manufacture need, and this is by starting to isolate you from your family, from your support system, from your friends. They demand more of your time, slowly pushing away your friends, your family, whatever, so that you have nobody but them. This is manufactured need. But they do this in another way. If they can't drive out your friends and your family, another tactic that narcissistically abusive people will do is weasel their way into their lives. They'll suddenly become best friends with your friends and your family or with your support network. And through that, they'll start to attack you and they'll joke about you with them, which manufactures need. You start to feel like you don't really have anybody on your side anymore except for them. So this is important for you and I both to understand. Narcissistic personalities out there, they manufacture want in your life. They manufacture need in your life. All of this is an effort to do what? Get rid of your options. You see, narcissistically abusive people fear your options the most. They don't want you to have options. That's why they manufacture want and need. All right? When you're weighed down by want and need, and you're in a toxic relationship, it becomes easy to lose sight of the fact that there are options all around you. I was shopping the other day. I'm going to share a story with you. It inspired this video because I was walking up to the store, and outside the store was a young girl, her mid-20s, bawling her eyes out, looking at her phone, pacing back and forth in front of the door, and I couldn't resist. I had to go up to her and say, "Hun, you're breaking my heart. Nobody should be out here in the cold, crying their eyes out around the holidays. What's going on, if you don't mind my asking?" And she said, "Oh, it's okay. It's just I got into a fight with my boyfriend. We had a little argument, and he told me to get out of the car, and he left, and I don't know where he went. He's gone." And I'm like, "How long have you been out here?" "I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know." And she's like, "And I don't know what to do. I'm just going to wait. He's going to show up. I'm going to wait. He's going to show up." This is what it's like when you're in trauma, when you don't believe you have any other options available. For me, in that moment, my mind being from the outside, I was looking for the options. I'm like, "Hey, can I help you? Maybe I can get you an Uber. Call one of your friends, call a family member. There was a police officer over there. Maybe talk to the police officer. Maybe they can give you a lift home. Do you have somewhere to go?" I was thinking of all the possible options, but this person stuck in trauma was only stuck in, "I need him to come back." I realized that I was in a situation where I wasn't far from that, being where she was. Now, I may not have been in a place where I was bawling my eyes out like that, but in a way, kind of was. When I was stuck with the narcissistic, toxic, dysfunctional family members back in California that I was dealing with, at first, I wanted to be with them because they created a manufactured want. "Come on, Kevin, we love you. Hang out with us." Creating this want. "We're the funnest around. Let's have fun." I created a want. I wanted that dopamine hit of being around them. Then after that, it was need. Once I caught on to some of the nastiness that was going on, then it was like, "No, you have to be here. You're a part of this. You can't go anywhere. You're a part of this. You have to do this. We expect this," and blah, 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 blah. It got to the point to where I remember driving to visit these people, not because I even really wanted to go anymore. I was detached from wanting to be around these people, but I didn't see any options. And so I was praying in the car. There were times where I would literally pray in the car while I'm driving, "Oh, Lord, please let it go good. Please give me the right words, Lord, to say so that there's not an argument, there's not a fight. Please, Lord, let it go good." I was crying and whining. I call it now wasted prayers. Listen, I have never in my life since, nor will I ever pray for a relationship like that, and neither should you. Oh, please let it go good. It's a wasted prayer. The relationship either is good or it isn't. There is no praying for something bad to be good. There are much more important things in your life that you should be praying for than dealing with toxic people, hoping that you're going to say the right things. It wasn't until I went no contact. Not only did I go no contact, but I had to move states away from those people. And over the period of 5 years of separation, I've learned how those people and all things are optional, which puts me in control. You see, it's not about actually controlling narcissistic people, getting them to do what I want, and that's not what we're here to talk about. It's really exercising control over ourselves, which is what you do when you make things optional. These people, optional to hang out with. Those things, optional. It's exercising self-control. And the natural byproduct, if you will, of this type of self-control is that they then are controlled. The narcissistic people are controlled. It's not that you're controlling them, it's that you're controlling yourself, which manages the distance with them. It manages the interactions with them, which means you are in control of them. And before you know it, when you understand this principle of making things and people optional, you start to notice something. Well, people aren't mean and nasty towards you. Why? Well, because they're options, and you don't have to stick around. Suddenly, it seems like the whole world is a lot nicer because you're not putting up with it. You're not putting up with the abuse. It's the difference between, that girl that I saw outside of the store who was crying. Now, given more years and more experience in life, the way in which it could have gone was, oh, you're going to kick me out of the car because of this argument? Okay, that's fine. I may not be here when you come back around. You're an option because I don't have to be here. Now, like I said, it takes time to get to this place. The goal of making people and things optional as an adult, within your adult relationships, within the things you do, even within certain family dynamics, the benefit of making things optional is that you start to choose what's best for your life, as opposed to going along with what's toxic in your life. So as I said before, I'm here to help you to navigate this and understand this and get to a place where you look at the people and things as optional, because it is. Break the scarcity mentality. There is no scarcity. There's an infinite amount of people that you can meet. There's an infinite amount of people you can associate with. There's an infinite amount of jobs that you can take. There's an infinite amount of people you can call family. Jesus in the New Testament of the Bible even pointed this out. I say this in many videos. Jesus' mother and brother came to see him at a synagogue and to call him out. Jesus, come out and talk to us. Jesus said, who is my mother? Who are my brothers? And he pointed to his disciples and he said, this is my family. The people who are with me in this room are my family. This is my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. There's an infinite amount of possibilities to have family, to have friends, to have a partner, to have a job, to have a place to live. There's an infinite amount of possibilities once you see the world in terms of it's optional. Exercising your options, exploring your options. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with this, what I'm talking about. If you want help navigating from a place of toxicity, which is a place of need and want, and you're ready to step into a place of, I'm ready to make things optional so I can choose what's best for me. Head on down there, schedule that time with me. One-on-one appointments are available, and I'll be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button, share this video with somebody who may need to hear this message. And until I'm back, watch one of these videos right here that the YouTube algorithm has selected for you. And I'll be back. Until next time.